Merlot 2011, her father's pride and joy. He hadn't done it that good since. There were nods all round and she scored a few orders that would keep them ticking over for the next vintage at least. Saved the day again, Claude. Maybe if she'd just stopped trying so hard, she wouldn't have this problem year after year. She immediately dismissed the defeatist thoughts. Oh, if Mum and Dad lose Oak Hills, it'll kill them. And the guilt will haunt you forever. After all the chefs and restaurant owners had left the function room, she packed up her things, taking her last 3 bottles of wine, one half empty, into the Oceanic main restaurant and bar, Seashells. "Hey," she said to the girl behind the front desk, "is Ronaldo about?" Ronaldo was a friend of the family. He had worked at Oak Hills in his late 20s as their cellar door manager. After he'd married and had 2 children, he'd moved to the city for more pay as bar manager at Seashells. In a way, it had been a blessing for them, because he always ordered Oak Hills wine for their bar, and he managed to get them 30% off the Oceanic function room, where Claudia liked to hold their presentations. In the financial situation her family was in, every saving counted. "I'm sorry," the girl behind the counter said. "I think he's in a meeting with the hotel manager. Did you want me to leave a message?" Claudia held up the bottles. "I just had a few freebies for him and his family as a thank you," she smiled. The girl nodded just as an almighty crash sounded in the kitchens behind her. She glanced worriedly over her shoulder. "Look," Claudia suggested, "how about I just put this behind the bar and you go deal with that? I'll leave him a note." "Oh, thanks," the girl said gratefully and scurried off. Claudia made her way across the room towards the bar, noticing that there were only 2 men sitting there. She knew straight away they were lawyers by the tailored cut of their suits, the square black document bags at their feet, and the telltale yellow notepad sitting beside empty glasses. A little recess in between court appointments, perhaps. She smiled wistfully. Why is everyone having fun but me? As she walked behind the bar holding the wine, one of them lifted his finger at her, clearly calling her over. He thinks I work here. He was a severely handsome man. Severe because his features were so well defined they were unforgettable. Dark black hair, dark brown eyes, an expressive, sensuous mouth and high cheekbones. His shoulders were broad and square, the perfect shape for the suit he was wearing, which seemed to be cut so perfectly to his impressive form that it creased in all the right places. She pegged him at late 30s in age. His colleague, clearly the younger and less confident of the two, also wore a tailored suit, just not as well, and it was pinstriped instead of black. An unfortunate choice, Claudia noted absent-mindedly. Trying much too hard. Then again, he couldn't be that much older than her, maybe a couple of years younger even. His weak chin wobbled too eagerly, his fingers fidgeted with the pen on top of his yellow pad, as though waiting for the next axe to fall. His jacket was off and on the back of his stool, and there were sweat patches at his armpits. His companion, however, lounged beside him, cool as a cucumber. "Excuse me, miss," the older man said as he was about to walk past them. "We need a top-up." Not one to ever miss an opportunity to market her wine, Claudia decided that this was a chance to make another impression and prevent her open half-bottle from going to waste. "I'll do you one better," she said with a smile, taking 2 wine glasses off the rack and placing them on the counter in front of the men. Oak Hills Best Vintage, Cabernet Merlot 2011, classic dark fruit tones with a hint of vanilla spice and nougat. She poured them each a glass slowly so that they would enjoy the tinkling sound of the wine and appreciate the aroma of mulberries and cedar that immediately filled the air around them. She leaned in. Best served with grilled pork, pistachios and green pepper sauce. The lawyer in the black suit raised an eyebrow and said in a baritone that was both low and silky, "We were drinking whiskey." Claudia winked at him. "Oh, you'll like this much better. And don't worry, it's on me, no charge." She waved her hand airily. "You'll be back for more, trust me." She pushed the drinks towards them and walked through the open staff door behind the counter. There was a large storeroom here full of bottles, glasses, cutlery, napkins, and other supplies. There was an office in one corner that belonged to Ronaldo. She went in there, left the other 2 bottles on his desk, scribbling a quick note to leave with them. "Thanks for everything. Hope to catch you next time."